today. From GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs taking on Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Kansas City Chiefs. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason has all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
They'll roll him out right. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Mahomes finding his burner Hardman for the KC first. Now Mahomes locates Hardman for another catch. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. It's caught by Mike Evans. Down inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, he still makes a catch, even though it was tapped by the linebacker. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep, and he will score. Touchdown. Mike Evans. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Chiefs are on the board here first in the season opener. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
First down, here's Burrow. And the Chiefs are going to get him. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 48 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it, they did it. All that work in preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Here's Hardman to return. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now here comes Kansas City. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Second down, McKinnon. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 16. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Mahomes going to throw. Quick throw, finding Mike Evans. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. Now it's Burrow. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. Now Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Working from the gun, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. Airing this one out for Evans. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. To throw, it's Mahomes. And no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call.
And even though that's 15 yards they're going to gain, this Kansas City offensive line has got to get together and say, got to do a better job protecting our franchise quarterback.
And again, it's Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Mike Evans. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. On third down, Mixon looking for an opening. Not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Block Edwards now to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Mike Evans and the rest of the offensive unit heading back out there now, making his presence felt early in this one. First half already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Mahomes now to throw. This is caught by Evans. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now here's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs continue to pull away here in this first half. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in a 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or 2 there, but they do get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. So we've reached. Looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This pass complete to Higgins. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. 2nd and 2. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Burrow will throw. taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Here we go.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now it's Burrow. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mixing up the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow to the right side and complete to Hurst. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Burrow looking to pass. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chris Jones able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The kick by Lutz is good. And they knock that deficit down from 29 to 26. Kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? You just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Hands it off out of the gun. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Now Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Pointers still in the 3rd quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the 4th quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Back to throw. Rolling to his right. Screen play, McKinnon. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And that's a tough one for the defense because the coverage was good downfield. He was forced to work his way out of the pocket to his right, spotted his man on the sideline, and got it to him to pick up the first down on 3rd down.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. through three quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left for being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
They'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up.
And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Chiefs are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13.
They run for it with Mixon. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Denied on 4th down is Joe Mixon. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Left tackle Eric Fisher, the former Kansas City Chief, the guilty party.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They go play fake. Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 41 yards.
And the Chiefs add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Burrow throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They'll set up to throw. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Got a man, it's Chase. He completes it. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. An explosive 38-yard pickup. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Back to throw again. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chris Jones. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Another try after the 1st down sack. Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Under pressure, they got him again. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
67 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And the officials here are going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Mahomes' throw taken in by Evans here. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up.
Ready? 2 times, 2 times. 4 down, 4 down. Eyes on 10, eyes on 10.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Kansas City, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.